Hey guys, OZ420CT here, and this week we're on Venus taking on the Nexus weekly Nightfall strike. So everybody should be pretty familiar with the strike at this point. It's one of my favorites. You can really run through it quickly, like the summoning pits. So we'll break it down into 3 sections. So section 1 starts us in pretty familiar territory. We're backed up, we're stacked up, and we are just sniping away. You'll go through 3 waves. There's a servitor for each wave. There's not really too much of a problem here. Just stay patient. As always, watch for anything trying to run in the room. You might get a stray drag or vandal. The one thing that always seems to be a pain here is a captain that just hits hard. So when you see him, point him out, and your fire team should handle him quickly. Other than that, just watch out for the vandals homing rounds. You get a few vandals stacked up together shooting at you, and those homing rounds will take you down really fast. When our Dinklebot tells us that the upper level is open, don't forget to watch out for the vandals that charge from upstairs. You can forget them easy when you're in the zone, you're fired up, you and your crew are like rocking the Nightfall, and you forget about them guys, and they escort you right back to orbit. So section 2 will be entering the dig site. This is all pretty straightforward. There'll be a few fallen to kill and a few Vex. The real fight starts when we hit the bottom of the stairs. After taking out the Harpies, you can go out to the left or go out to the right, and you'll meet opposition. I recommend watching both. If you only go out to the left or only go out to the right, Vex will sneak in from the opposite side. The 4 problems in this area are 2 hobgoblins on the pillar and 2 minotaurs. The hobgoblins just seem to have great aim, and the minotaurs seem to be the sneakiest of the bunch. They're very proficient at teleporting around, so be careful of them. And after one of my favorite parts in the game, when you come around the corner, you'll find a big cluster of Vex goblins. Now I know everybody has come through here 100 times, but this is a Nightfall and these guys are hitting hard, so be careful around this corner. Don't get caught off guard by this big group. Take them out, and we're on to section 3 and on to the Nexus. So section 3, we've made it to the Nexus. Now this is where teamwork and communication and cooperation really come into play. You'll see the tactic that we use is to not jump down to the Nexus area. We're going to stay up top. So you're going to want to have somebody sniping the Minotaurs, and very important, somebody watching the entrance. There's going to be a Minotaur that's going to spawn about every 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. You'll need to watch for this guy the whole time we're fighting the boss. So as you see in our video, Happy Moment is our resident Minotaur exterminator, so he keeps a watch very well. You'll need a guy like this who's gonna keep focused and watch. But just as important as him keeping watch is the communication. When your watchman says the Minotaur is here, your fire team needs to turn around. You'll see us, we're great at this. When he says the Minotaur's here, we turn around and we handle that. That's the best pro tip I can give you about dealing with this Minotaur in this situation, is communication and cooperation. You know, it's one of them jump how high things. Now, as far as the Nexus goes, it's just plugging away and watching out for the splash damage. That's probably the worst thing about dealing with the Nexus, is the splash damage. It's just catastrophic sometimes. But your fire team should be pretty close together. Just try to stay alive. It makes everything a lot easier. Another thing is, like, I'm a big fan of snipers, so I try to keep a sniper in every variety. This makes these Nightfalls really easy. I know it's not the easiest thing to obtain 3 different kinds, you know, of a new sniper or a new fusion rifle, but I really implore everybody to go out and really try to build their arsenal and have diversity. It'll make these Nightfalls so much easier. Diversity in the fire team as well is, I think, is a big overlooked issue. It's something that me and the other members, or should I say the members and I, have been kind of exploring over just the past week, of having, let's say, a Warlock Sunsinger with that extra life and a Titan that can pop a Weapons of Light, because when you add, you know, a fully upgraded, you know, Void weapon and Weapons of Light, when it's, you know, a week that's, you know, Void Burn, you can really take one of these Nightfall bosses out quickly. And I always say that time is the enemy in these Nightfalls. So that's just something else to think about. I didn't know I was going to go into a rant about diversity, but there it is. And by the time my rant was over, you probably could have killed the Nexus and been on with some really cool exotics. But all jokes aside, and all my rants aside, that is pretty much our tactic. You need to have a good watchman. You need to have good cooperation and communication, and you'll beat it, and you'll have some cool gear, hopefully.
Great work.
Well, guys, that about wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and don't hesitate to subscribe. I want to give a big shout out to Happy Moment and my buddy Raisin Bram for helping me get her done this week. Don't forget, you can join us at Bungie.net. I'll put the link in the description. So thank you guys again. Good luck, Guardians. And as always, we'll see you in the tower.